Welcome back to my YouTube channel, that is Discourse on Law and Politics. So in today's video we will discuss about the Parliament of the United Kingdom. In that we will discuss about the composition as well as the function of the Parliament of the United Kingdom. So let's start the discussion here. Now you all know that the Parliament of the United Kingdom is also being called as a mother of all the parliaments. And this body, that is Parliament of UK, it is the supreme legislative body. It means that all the legislations for the UK, it is going to be made by this institution, that is the Parliament. And it possesses supremacy on the legislative matters. So whatever the laws which are going to be made by this Parliament, it is almost like a binding. Even the courts, most of the time they are just interpreting the laws which has been made by the United Kingdom. Because in the United Kingdom, Parliament is not only a supreme legislative body as well. Also, it is, you can say that, one of the most, or it is the most, you can say that, the powerful institution as well. So therefore, whatever the decision which is going to be taken by this Parliament, that is going to be binding almost on all the institution, whether it is a crown, whether it is judiciary. So this is the way you can understand about the supremacy of the Parliament of the United Kingdom here. Moving further, now let's say types of the house. So you all know that this Parliament is a bicameral. That means there are two houses. One is the House of Lords, second the House of Commons. But when someone says it is a Parliament of the UK, it includes three institutions. That is the Crown, second House of Lords, third the House of Commons. So that is why you can see here the Crown has become also a part of this Parliament here, because the Crown gives the assent to the bill which has been passed by the House of Lords and the House of Commons. Similar kind of the practice you also see in India also. The President of India is also a part of the Parliament. Apart from the President of India in India, the House of People and the Council of States, it is also a part of the Parliament. So that is the way you can see the Indian Constitution has followed the practices of the United Kingdom in terms of the parliaments. Now let's start the discussion here with respect to the houses, that is House of Lords and the House of Commons here. As I told you already that in the United Kingdom, the Parliament is the supreme legislative body, and one house is of the House of Lords as well. Now this House of Lords is also being called as a House of Peers, because the members who are there, they are also being called as a peers. Okay, so therefore it is also being called as a House of Peers, and it is upper house of the parliaments. In India, you all know that if you connect with the Indian Constitution, in India the Council of States is the upper body, or you can say upper house. Similarly, in the UK, the House of Lords is also a upper house here. And you all know that in India we are also having the House of People. Similarly, they are also having the House of Commons here. So we will discuss also that part here. Now come to the membership. If someone wants to be member of the House of Lords, then what are the methods to get the membership of this House of Lords here? So you can see here on the screen the appointment for this House of Lords. It is going to be done by the hereditary or through the official function. So the person who want to be a member of the House of Lords, they can come from generation to generation as well, and they can also come to the official as well. Now these people who are going to be appointed as a member of the House of Lords here, you can see here it is a kind of the appointment. So there is no election. So the appointment which is going to take place in the House of Lords, it is either by the heredity or the official function. There is no such election. Now these members who are there, they are going to be of two types. One is Lord Spiritual. These people are coming basically from the church, that is the most senior bishops of the Church of England. They are going to be part of this House of Lords. The second category of the people who are going to be member of the House of Lords, they are being called as a Lords Temporal. So they would be as a part of this house only for as a life peers. So long they will remain alive, they would be a part of the House of Lords. So they will remain the part of this House of Lords till their life. So this is the way you can see there are two categories of the appointment. One, it is through the heredity, and second is the official function. So for the appointment of Lords Temporal, for the appointments of Lord Temporal, the official function works. And for the appointment of these most senior bishops, the heredity works. So that is the way you can understand here. So there is no such fixed numbers also. But at present time, the total number of the sitting MPs, you can say that member of the House of Lords here, it is 774 here. So it is a non-elected body. So this is the way you can see the structure for them to get the membership of the House of Lords here. Now what are the functions they are going to do? Now the functions which they are going to do here, you can see they can reject the bill. However, the rejection has been limited by the Act of the Parliament. Now the Parliament of the United Kingdom, that means House of Commons, they have passed the legislation through that they can't reject law, or they can't reject a bill very much. So that is the way you can see here. So they have restricted their powers. Now what happens now? They can only delay. That is the kind of the power they have given more to the House of Lords. So basically they are doing a debate on the legislation, and they have also power to amend the bills as well, or any law which is required to be amended. So that is the kind of the actions they are doing. Particularly on this money bill, they don't have any right to do delay. Once a money bill came to the House of Lords, they have to pass it. That is where you can see. Now here, fourth number you can see here, the House of Lords cannot delay the public bills for more than 2 parliamentary sessions or 1 calendar year. So this has been limited. This power of the House of Lords has been limited by the legislation of the Parliament. So there is very less chance that they can reject a bill. What they can do, House of Lords, they can delay the bill, but they can't reject any bill. So this is the way they have controlled the functions of the House of Lords here. Now coming to the second house, that is lower house, it is House of Commons. You all can see here. So it is elected body, or you can say it is called as an elected chamber as well. So to be a member of the House of Commons, the person has to go for the election. He has to contest in the election, and once he has been elected, then he can be a member of this House of Commons. Now that membership, the total membership is here 650. And how the election is going to take place? That is the method which you can see here, which is called as a first past the post system. It is called as a first past the post system. It means that the person who has got the maximum number of votes, he will be elected for the House of Commons. It is similar kind of the practice as we are having in India. So the person who has been elected for the House of Commons here, he is going to serve for the 5 years. So the duration is here the 5 years. And now you all know that recently the UK Parliament has passed a legislation that is called as a fixed term Parliament Act. Through that they have made very clearly that once an election took place, then another election for the House of Commons will happen only after the 5 years. So that is the way they have made a provision. However, in certain cases, if due to some kind of the ruling party or the government which is there, it has lost its confidence in the House, then with the 2/3 majority of the House of Commons by the votes, they can go for the early general election. Otherwise, as per this act, the election must take place only 5 years. But in case the ruling party could not have numbers in the House of Commons, they don't have a confidence, then in that case, by this special resolution of the 2/3 of the members of the House of Commons, they can have the early general election. So this is the way you can see the nature and membership of the House of Commons here. Moving further, this is about the functions. What kind of functions they perform? You all know that they do the functions on the debate. So they do debates on certain important issues. If any issue is there, they can bring the attention of the House by the debates, and they will do also vote on the legislation. So whenever any bill is there, they will give their votes as well. So that is the way you can see the another function which they are doing. Apart from this, they are also becoming the members of the different parliamentary committees. Parliamentary committee, where they give their views, they give their ideas, and they are playing very important role. They may be a members of the disciplinary committee, they may be member of the grand committee, as they may be member of some another parliamentary committee as well. So this is the way the House of Commons they do. So this is a kind of the elected body, and once they have become a part of this House of Commons, they are going to serve the House for the 5 years, unless until there is no 2/3 majority has been passed by the House of Commons to have a early election. So this is the way you can see the House of Commons, peoples, their membership, its nature and functions we have discussed. So I hope that this video was useful for you, and if you have liked this one, please share and subscribe, and thank you to everyone for watching this video. We will meet with another video very soon. Thank you to everyone.